Here are 3 things I've learned from creating content on YouTube for over 6 years. My name is Osvaldo,
My name is Sophia.
and you're listening to
Creators Voices.
Now, we're going to start off with number 1. Done is better than perfect.
Ooh.
Ooh, dun, dun, dun. So
That's
what do
good.
I mean by that?
Mm-hmm.
Well, when you're creating content, you end up messing with the content or the edit for a long time. Too long. Filming too much because you want the perfect shot.
Mm-hmm.
You finesse the edit for too long because you want the perfect edit. And same thing with the voiceovers. So one thing that I've learned is you just have to publish your video.
Yep. Yeah. And I think that's actually a lot more of an issue for long form content creators. Because for me, when I make, my memes or TikToks or trends, stuff like that, it doesn't take too long because it's a whole 15-second video. But once I started incorporating more editing into my videos, it just even a minute, I realized that it was so easy for me to nitpick every single little thing because there's a lot more content to look at. So yeah, I can't even imagine because most of your videos are like 15-20 minutes. But
Yeah.
for sure, just publish it.
Just publish it. It's more acceptable on TikTok and Reels to just post.
Yeah.
To just film, edit a little bit, and post. It's more
Right.
acceptable. But when it comes to YouTube, it's so hard to just post.
Yeah.
Like, you just want the perfect animation, the perfect shot, the perfect grading.
Right.
And it just takes so long for you to edit a YouTube video than a TikTok and a Reel.
Yeah.
But there's a balance, right? And you have to find that balance because if you take too long, the longer you take, the longer it's going to take you to post more videos and get more content out to your viewers, to your subscribers.
Yeah.
This is something that took me a while to learn, but man, once I set myself a deadline.
Yeah.
And I told myself one post a week. I have to create a video once a week. I set myself a deadline. That helped me a lot because if it wasn't for that deadline, I can continue stretching. I can continue telling myself, oh, I'm going to mess with it a little bit more.
Right.
Oh, I'm going to mess with it a little bit more. And it never gets done.
Yep.
So remember, done is better than perfect. You can always do something better on your next video. Number 2. What's number 2? Let's see. What's number 2?
He took notes for this. This is great.
Yeah, I took notes. Oh, this is really good, you guys. This is really good. Number 2 is learn something new as you post. So what do I mean by this? How can you do better lighting on your next video? Work
Right.
on your lighting on your next video. So, or learn on how to do a certain animation, So learn something new every time you post on YouTube. Learn how to do a voiceover. You got to learn that skill. That's a skill that takes time. Take something that you can learn from each, video you post. Yeah.
Yeah. And it goes back to what you were saying earlier, right? Make those iteration in the next video instead of trying to change the first one. So if you notice something that you want to change, make sure that you change that in the next video. Obviously, unless you still have time or whatever deadline that you post or that you put for yourself. But yeah, definitely always trying to be always improving pretty much.
Yeah,
That's the goal.
your goal is to make a better video than your previous video.
Yeah.
That should be your goal.
Right.
All right, that's my expectation, right? Okay, so this is the video I posted. How can I make the next better video, right? And that's learn as you go. Learn something new every post. Okay, so number 3, no matter what, show up. So what I mean is this. Be consistent with your content.
Yeah.
Show up. You got to be consistent. If you post something amazing one week and then you don't post for another 2 months, people are going to forget about you.
Even if it goes viral. I've
Yeah,
noticed.
even if it goes viral, it doesn't
Seriously,
matter.
it doesn't matter. Well, maybe it gets you 15 minutes of fame, but then what? They have to be able to see other content. But yeah, that's so true. There's just so much competition, so much noise. If you don't consistently show up, it's going to be so easy for people to forget you. Unless you're
Yeah.
already a celebrity, you have to post so often. It's crazy. And it's even crazier on YouTube because the competition is so high. The editors, you guys have the best content creators on YouTube. So that's I can't even imagine how you did that for 6 years. That's insane.
Yeah, for 6 years I did this. So another there's so many reasons why you want to be consistent as well.
Right.
One of them is you want to make it a habit. So you want to make it a habit for you to post content every week.
Mm-hmm.
It could be daily, weekly, or bi-weekly, whatever works for you. So whatever works for you, just make sure you stick to that schedule, and you're only going to get better, and you're only going to get used to creating content as well. Because if you only post once a month or so, it's harder to create a habit from
Yeah.
it. So, once you make it a habit, oh my goodness, you could do so much with that. For
Yeah.
sure.
I think we're at the point now where it's like weird for me to not post a video. Like
Yeah.
I told when I started making content last year, I know it's only been a year, but I've learned so much because I put in the reps, and I've made at least 400 to 500 videos now. And it's crazy because now it's like when I don't post, it's just awkward. It just feels like I'm missing something. And I know in the back of my head I did not post today. It rarely happens, but
Yeah.
I think getting to that point is so important because now it's just I'm not forcing myself to post. I literally have to post because that's what I've been doing.
Yeah.
And it's a habit.
It's like brushing your teeth, right?
Yeah.
It's like you just brush your teeth. You're not like, oh my God, I gotta brush your teeth. When you
Right.
start off brushing your teeth, yeah.
Yeah.
It bothers you, right? You're like, oh my God. But this is when you were a kid.
Yeah.
But now as an adult, oh my God, you just brush your teeth. Like you don't really
Right.
think about it as much.
Well, some people. None.
Yeah, some people.
Just kidding. We brush our teeth, I swear.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
so once
That's
again,
awesome.
number one. What was number one? Number one, done is better than perfect.
Right.
Number two, learn as you create content.
Mm-hmm.
Learn as you go. Learn as you post content. Number three, no matter what, show up. Be consistent. Make it a habit. If you enjoy this podcast and find it useful or helpful, please do consider to subscribe. Hit that red button and the bell notification.
Yay.
As always, love you guys so much for listening to us, and we'll see you
Next time.
next time.
Bye.
Bye.